It didn't change the way I saw the world or the way I viewed reality or healthy sexual interactions or anything like that.
You had said when you were in Australia, when you were much younger, for the year that you committed to be there, the suffering and the loneliness there were two of the most important sacrifices of your life. Why?
I didn't have anything to rely on. I didn't have friends. I didn't have family. I didn't have a car. I didn't have a job with money, putting money in my pocket. I was in the middle of nowhere in Australia. And so I was lonely. I was alone. I was suffering, trying to figure out the hell am I about and who am I in this world? And I only had one person to rely on to get through it. Me. That's a sacrifice. That's a solitudinal sacrifice, but a very valuable one if you get through it.
During this time, you were also molested by a man while you were knocked unconscious. How did that affect you?
Well, one, I remember being extremely grateful that I'd come to and sort of woke up with enough time and consciousness to defend the situation. I mean, mentally, it didn't eschew anything in my mind. It didn't change the way I saw the world or the way I viewed reality or healthy sexual interactions or anything like that. It was very clear to me that I was in a very unfortunate situation. It was also very clear to me that I wanted to get the hell out as far away from it as I could get. You know, talk about a divine intervention, man, that I came to at the time I did before it could have gotten a lot uglier.
What about when you were blackmailed into losing your virginity a few years prior to that?
Not the ideal way to lose your virginity, but it's how I lost mine. It was very clear that, boy, that the way that it was happening to me, the way that I was having it at that time was not the way I wanted it to be, nor thought it should be for anybody. At the time, I was sure I was going to hell for the premarital sex. But now, I'm merely sure that I hope that's not the case. Yeah, I was raised on the, don't have sex until you're married. And so that was one thing. But then the other thing, that it was a blackmailed situation. No, I mean, I'll say this. I've had times where I'm like, the blackmail wasn't worth it. It was a heavy duty blackmail, but I have had times where I'm like, you should have just said, go for it. Say exactly what it is you want to do. I ain't doing it. It might have been worth going, hey, you go for it. Turn me in.